Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahar, Rakah, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who teach well, and salutations to the hopeful elect brethren out there on the four corners of the globe, pushing His truth, all truth to sincerity and the strength of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. It's GMS Arkansas. I got this little quick lesson. I want to go over it right quick, bring out a few scriptures on when you hear people out here calling themselves Christians, they like to say, I came and gave my life to the Lord, which when they say that, you could tell right off that they have no clue of what the scriptures are talking about when they say that, because I just want to show you in the scriptures where that's a false phrase that they use. They've been using it for years, and you still hear it. Go give your life to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? You know, and the Lord actually, the Heavenly Father, chose who His Son was going to be. And He gave, let me show you, John 5:22. It's going to be quick. It says, the Father judges no man, but He hath committed all judgment unto the Son. So the Son has a power. He was the creator of the heavens and the earth. Okay, He got the blueprint. He did it from before the beginning, before anything was created. He had that power, and He was chosen to be that Son. And the Heavenly Father speaks of that in First Chronicles, I think it's 28, and right in the beginning. If you could perceive when He said right here, and He said unto me, Solomon thy son, he shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. If you can understand reincarnation, Yahweh Shai and Solomon was the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? He said He chosen him to be his son. Okay, but He said, moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever. Okay, Solomon did not live forever. Okay, it's been different eons since then, different rulerships since Solomon ruled. Okay, if he be constant to my commandments and judgments as of this day, he's basically talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay, because Yahweh Shai and Solomon is the same spirit. If you don't believe reincarnation, then hey, you're not going to understand none of the scriptures. Okay, the Lord chose Yahweh Shai to be that son. When you go into the book of Luke 9 and I want to say 34. I think this is the transfiguration. I think it is. Yeah, during the transfiguration. He said, while He was thus spake, there came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they feared as they entered into the cloud. And there came out a voice out of the cloud saying, this is my beloved Son, hear Him. Okay, the Lord chose Yahweh Shai to be that beloved Son. Okay. And He chose Israel. And but doing that, He gave the Son all power. Okay. He gave Him pursuing that John 5. So when Yahweh Shai got it, okay, when people say, I'm going to give my life to the Lord actually, when He said this in John 15 and 16, He said, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. See, that's heavy. You don't be choosing the Lord. The Lord has to choose you. Okay. And that choosing of you had to come from what? Let's go to Ephesians 1 and 4, according to as he have chosen us in him before the foundations of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us into the adoption of children by Yahushua Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. So you had to be chosen from the foundations of the earth before anything began. If you weren't chosen then he not going to choose you in the time, this time. Okay, you're not the one that's being chosen, because it's all about the elect. Okay, let's look up this word chosen right here in 16, John 15 and 16. 1586, eklegomi, eklegomi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Strong's G, 1586, eklegomai.
Eklegomai.
Eklegomai. Thayer's Lexicon, eklego.
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 To pick out or choose, to pick or choose out for oneself. It's choosing out of many, i.e. Yahushua choosing his disciples, choosing one for an office, and which we're chosen for, to be these ministers unto the people. Chosen for to be the office, i.e. Israelites. You got to be an Israelite. There it is. Okay, there it is right there, the Israelites. So no other nation can be chosen. You got to be chosen of the nation of Israel. The Lord said, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. Okay, ordained. Let's look up that word. Ordained, 5087. Tithemi.
Strong's G, 5087. Tithemi.
Tithemi. Okay, to set or to put or to place or lay, to put down. Okay, to set on, serve, something to eat, to set forth something to be explained by discourse, to fix or establish. Okay, you have been established, right? It says, ye have not chosen me, you have not picked me, but I have chosen you. The Lord said, I have chosen you and established you, basically ordained you, he have established you that you should go and bring forth fruit. And that's what you see certain men. They have came in back into the fold in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, got out here on these highways and byways, right, and made itself a living sacrifice. And it has grown. Okay, the fruits of their labor, you see it out here now. Okay, that your fruit shall remain, because a lot of people, you see, like back, different prophets came out, call themselves prophets, but they were false prophets. You see, they going on. Some of them died or whatever, fell out, and their congregations be scattering like flocks of sheep when the wolf come. It says that whatever so you ask in the Father's name, he shall give unto you. So the scriptures tell you plain that the Lord chose you. You don't choose him. Okay, so a lot of these people be running around, I gave my life to the Lord, and you living a 2/3 life. Okay, if he ain't choose you, then it's just what it is. You know, just like the disciples, they didn't have no say so in the Lord choosing them. They was already put forth that he was going to choose them to be disciples. They didn't have no say so in there. You know, when you look at Luke 6, choosing the 12. And it came to pass in those days that he went out into the mountain and prayed and continued all night in prayer for the Most High Yahweh. And when it was day, he called unto him. Okay, he called unto him his disciples. And of them he chose 12, whom he named apostles. And it gives the name of the 12. So he chose them. He said, it didn't say that they came to the Lord and they wanted, hey, Lord, let us roll with you. Because a lot of them dudes had their own job. They were fishermen. tax collectors. They had a job they was doing. But the Lord chose them to push this doctrine, push this gospel. Same way now, the Lord chooses certain men out here being whatever they bricklayers or working in finance or working as a lawyer or a doctor or a dentist or working at the welfare office, whatever a man was doing. The Lord called these men you see that are out here pushing. Men have different truck drivers and whatnot. The Lord chose them to be in the stead of a prophet. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord chooses. Okay? Like the Lord said, go back to Luke 15 and we was at 16, but when you go to 19, what did he say? What does he say? Basically, he telling him he chose him out of the world, called him in the word of the higher. I think, let me see if I can find it. Out of the world. Oh, I was right there. Let's see what we got. John 15 and 19, because we were here, where he said, "You're not chosen me." But it says, "If ye were of the world would have loved his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you." Okay? See that? It says he chosen them certain men out of the world. So that means these men were doing particular things in the world and that society they was living in. You know, working, like you said, basically slaving for the society in a subservient position, going to work every day, making somebody else rich. But the Lord is something to make you rich and give you this word, pursuing the Revelations, the 2nd chapter. Okay? He said, therefore the world gonna hate you. You know, I just went through a certain situation. I was talking to somebody I know from years ago, and the person was talking to me, and then they was just like out of nowhere. It was like, "Man, so you all right, huh, man?" I was like, "Yeah." How old and know? Like, "Yeah, man, such and such. You know, your old buddy from whatever. I seen him, and he told me you were going crazy and shit. So you be down on the street with a Bible, yelling at them white folks and shit, and man, they gonna kill it, nigga, man." You know, it was like the dude, like, I guess dude told me, he said, "Yeah, I guess he wanted me to laugh at that shit," because he was laughing when he said it. But he was like, "Shit, I ain't," he was like, "Shit, man, if a man doing that, then he got to be doing the right thing." He said, "I wasn't laughing at that shit." He said, "I told dude, man, I've been knowing you all your life. You ain't never been crazy." But that's just like the world. You know what I'm saying? The world hates you because the Lord chose you out of that to do a particular job. And yeah, it seemed odd to a lot of people, but they hate it because they weren't really chosen to do it. You know what I'm saying? We wrestle with not flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. So yeah, man, that's heavy. The Lord chose you. You didn't choose him. He chose you out of the world. You know, he spoke of it in John the 13th chapter. Okay. When you go in the 9th chapter, Acts, who was the chosen vessel, the chosen instrument? Okay, who was it? Let's see. You go Acts 9 and 15, I think it is. It says, let me show you. You go to the heading, it's talking about Saul. So Saul was basically who? Paul. Okay. You go to 15, but the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, and kings and children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. That's when Ananias went and found Saul. Okay, he had to go to Saul, but he said that he would be a chosen vessel. You see what I'm saying? Paul didn't choose him because he was persecuting Christians at the time. So the Lord chose him to be that instrument of that chosen vessel to bring forth the gospel. You see how the Lord choose you? You see what I'm saying? So when he choose you, you have to basically, when he choose you, one of your main things is this right here. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore, rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. So you got to make your calling and election sure. You got to give diligence, meaning spudazo, to haste. You got to exert oneself and endeavor. Okay? You got to be head in with it. The calling, kalis, a calling, an invitation, a feast of divine inspiration to embrace the salvation of Yahweh. You got to embrace this truth. You got to suffer. Okay? The election, iglage, the act of picking out or choosing. You know what I'm saying? A decree made from the choice by which he determined to bless certain persons through Yahweh Shah by grace alone. You see what I'm saying? Elect. Everybody not gonna be this. Only certain men. Okay? Certain men, you're gonna get it. Okay? You gotta make a call in election sure. You should never fail. When you're picked to of this special flock. Okay, so you don't choose the Lord, and you can't be all that. I began my life to the Lord, so the Lord chose you, and you weren't chosen from the foundation. And it is what it is. You part of the 2/3, as we say, pursuant to Zechariah 13:8. Okay, but if He's chosen you, and even if you're in that 2/3 stead, you'll come out of it, and you will see the grace of the Lord, and you'll ask for forgiveness in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay. But if not, then, hey, it is what it is. Your lot will be to be destroyed. So I hope this lesson was edifying to the election of Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Wahar Kakudash. Shalom.